Does that count as undesing them? Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Salehe Bembury New Balance 574 Yurt in the Sharkskin colorway. So this is the latest collaboration between New Balance and Salehe Bembury. And as you can tell by the name, this is a modified version of the classic 574 silhouette. And I gotta say, I love this shoe more and more. And now that I finally have it in hand, this is definitely going to be one of my favorite collabs of the year. I managed to cop these for a good price on eBay, and I definitely recommend copping right now if you're into this shoe, because resale over time is just going to go up, and right now the resale prices aren't too high. So as usual, I'll be doing a full overview of the shoe as well as an on-feet look, as well as my thoughts and opinions on sizing, comfort, quality, and overall design of the shoe. I'm gonna do this a lot. It might get annoying, but I mean, it's not every day your shoe has a whistle on the back of it. Starting with the box comes in a standard cardboard material, but has a lot of watercolor designs. On the lid of the box, you get New Balance Yurt branding with a picture of an actual yurt in some sort of forest. And on the side, you get a kind of like landscape picture, like near like a canyon. I think if you line this up with the Water Be the Guide and Peace Be the Journey boxes, it like makes a bigger picture. I'm not 100% sure of that. I'll have a little correction pop up if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's like a kind of a canyon landscape on this side. On this side, you get Peace Be the Journey and more New Balance and Salehe Bembury branding. And on the back side, you have a picture of a bunch of yurts lined up. Starting with the toe box of the shoe, half of the mudguard is made out of entirely gray hairy suede, and the other half of the mudguard is made out of a kind of rough leather material. It might be rough to the touch and it doesn't really feel like leather, but it also feels like good quality, if that makes any sense. The center of the toe box is made out of some gray mesh and also has two panels of 3M reflective material. Moving towards the middle of the shoe, you get more panels of gray hairy suede with the New Balance N logo in 3M on top of a white strip. Near the back of the shoe, you get another panel of gray suede, as well as a smaller panel of not so hairy lighter gray suede with a Salehe Bembury tag in white. You get even more of that gray mesh. Moving towards the back heel area of the shoe, you get a gray TPU heel clip with New Balance branding on it, as well as another panel of hairy gray suede, as well as the standout feature of the shoe, a fully functioning whistle in gray with Yurt branding on it, as well as an orange tag that has New Balance and Salehe Bembury branding on it that says remove in case of emergency. Obviously, I'm going to remove it once I use this shoe, but I thought this was a really cool, interesting detail to the shoe. The shoes come with one set of flat white laces, but what's special about these laces is that the tips of the laces are actually dipped in some sort of a gray paint. I can definitely feel it. It might be kind of hard to show off on camera, but as you can see, the white part of the lace is really flabby, but the gray part doesn't really have any wiggle or flex. So that's why I can tell that it was dipped in gray paint. The tongue of the shoe is made out of a combination of the hairy gray suede and a gray nylon material, and on top of the tongue you get a New Balance Yurt 574 tag in white. The insoles of the shoes are blue and have New Balance Salehe Bembury branding stamped on in white, but what's special about the insoles is that they have this weird ribbed bumpy texture that feel a little interesting on your feet. Moving on towards the chunky midsole of the shoe, the midsole is a combination of New Balance's proprietary Absorb foam as well as some roll bar technology for added stability and support. Most of the midsole is in a white foam material with some gray rubber accents in little kind of like plugs along the shoe, and there's also some exposed foam in these two little pill-shaped cutouts in gray. The outsole of the shoe is black rubber with some New Balance branding and some traction that closely resembles the classic 574, obviously a little more exaggerated and bigger. And in the middle of the outsole, you get New Balance branding in gray showing off the roll bar. So now that the overview of the shoes out of the way, I'll lace these up and I'll show you how they look on feet. So as for sizing, in other reviews I saw for the 574 Yurt, most of the reviews recommended going down half a size, so that's what I did. I'm a true size 9.5 and I got these in a size 9, which is a half size down. And I'm definitely glad I did because these shoes definitely fit a little big, and especially in terms of width. I mean, in terms of a length perspective, I think going with a 9 fit me perfectly, but these shoes are actually really wide foot friendly. Like, I have a lot of wiggle room in terms of width, so wide-footed people, don't be afraid to pick these up. But in terms of a length perspective, I definitely recommend going down half a size from your usual shoe size. For reference, I am half size down also in the 2002R, the 550s. I didn't go down half a size, but I probably could go down half a size in the 990 V3, V4, and V5. And I am a true size in the 990 V1, V2, 997, 998, as well as the 1500. Just a low reference compared to the other New Balance models. As for comfort, don't let the very chunky midsole deceive you, because despite it being very thick and chunky, it is not a very soft and squishy shoe at all. So if you're looking for something like that, I'd advise against getting this shoe, because this shoe is mostly firm, and because of this roll bar technology, it provides a lot more stability and support. Not so much compared to New Balance's proprietary end cap, but this shoe is definitely more on the firmer and stiffer side, and is definitely should be only worn for lifestyle wear. There is still Absorb, but it isn't the softest version of Absorb that New Balance has ever produced. As for quality, despite this being a made in Vietnam shoe, all the materials used in this shoe, as well as the craftsmanship, was excellent. I had no problems with my pair. The suedes feel soft, the meshes feel like great quality, and it was put together really well. Overall, I am really satisfied with my purchase with this shoe. You can never go wrong with a great pair of New Balances, and when this shoe was first teased, I thought it was hilarious, but as I kept seeing more and more pictures of it, as I finally saw the gray colorway, as I eventually saw people getting them in hand, and the whistle. I mean, how many of your shoes have a whistle on the back of them? Probably none. There are other colorways, but I think I'm satisfied with the Sharkskin gray colorway. And yeah, overall, I really love this collab. I didn't think I'd love it as much as I ended up loving it, but this is definitely going to be near the top of my list and my top 10 New Balance collabs of the year later on in December. And yeah, I definitely recommend copping if you're into it. I know it's not a shoe for everyone, but if you are into it, I recommend buying it soon, because Salehe Bembury, he's probably one of the top collaborators with New Balance right now, along with ALD and Joe Freshgoods. So the price is just going to keep going up, and right now the prices for both this colorway and I think it's like the oat colorway, I'm not 100% sure what that like green and blue colorway is called, they aren't too much over retail, so I definitely recommend pulling the trigger right now if you want them. So that's going to do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, follow me in my socials, and I'll catch you in the next one.